The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will put total weather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. So Iowa's offense will start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Now they'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Iyamaleava. Got his man. That's a 20. He's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. from the red zone, looking for a space. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are... featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Trying to turn the corner on the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll spot the ball at the 12. Completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The run from the shotgun. Can't Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his top end's in business. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fearsome pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the Hawkeyes need a map. Chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Cox. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Makes the catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Travis. Quick strike complete. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Extending the play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He'll get rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Not quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They want to throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds his big tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Quickly complete. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Bruins have this offense rolling. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Pulls it in. It's Cox. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker is Marshall. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
They just keep firing. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Gets away from one. Finds some space.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance.
A lot of room to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here?
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. From the gun, the running back looking for room. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Bruin! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Dotson. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just... and find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Ends it off on the counter. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Dotson. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now.
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Dotson. Here's a heat. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a... This has to be David in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Why not trying to get it in? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive number.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing.
It's a seam wide open, and the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
To the ground with the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
For a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
The defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're still firing away even with this lead. Blasted as he lets it go. And as the ball goes to the turf.